from Lockhart.
Yes, hello?
Are you, you've been here before, correct?
Yeah, I've been here before.
Have you made any kind of filings on your behalf?
Yeah, quite a few.
This is the city of Detroit versus Jamil Amir Lockhart. Appearance for the record, please.
So I am Jamil of the family Lockhart. The motions that I filed and the documents that I've filed have all been trying to ascertain the jurisdiction of this court. And I don't understand the nature and cause of the action against me. And I'm trying to understand under what jurisdiction the court intends to proceed. First of all, is this going to be a civil or a criminal action? Criminal. Okay. Your Honor, the Constitution grants this court two criminal jurisdictions. One is criminal jurisdiction under the common law, and one is a criminal jurisdiction under admiralty or military tribunal. From Article 1, Section 8, Clause 17 of the Constitution.
All right, guys, buckle up, because today we're diving straight into the explosive conclusion of a courtroom saga that was already on edge from the start. The narrator sets the stage perfectly, reminding viewers this isn't just another hearing, it's the final chapter. Expectations are high, tensions are lingering, and Judge Perkins is back on the bench. Within seconds, you can sense that this won't be a calm procedural wrap-up, but a collision between courtroom authority and a defendant determined to challenge it head-on.
So in which of these two criminal jurisdictions does the court intend to try me?
Where is your motion, sir?
There's a motion filed there. It's a motion to dismiss based on lack of subject matter jurisdiction.
All right, I'm going to deny that motion. I'm going to set a bench trial or jury trial if you choose. Which one would you want to have?
Okay, Your Honor, under what grounds, what facts and findings and conclusions of law are you denying that motion to dismiss? I'm trying to understand the jurisdiction of the court. You have not disclosed it to me. I'm asking you
to disclose it to you. Check the court rules, sir.
Well, Your Honor, the Sixth Amendment grants me the right to understand the nature and cause of any action brought against me, and it grants you the duty to inform me. So I don't think you would be breaching your oath of office if you were to inform me under which jurisdiction this court intends to proceed. In order for me to intelligently defend myself without an attorney, I need to understand which jurisdiction the court intends to proceed to conduct
you have a very good attorney on the line, Mr. Elwood Terry. If you want to speak to him in a breakout room, I can give you that opportunity. Other than that, I'm going to set a bench trial or a jury trial in the matter.
Okay. Please let the record show that I have attempted to understand or to ask what is the jurisdiction of the court is operating under. And it appears that the court is operating under a secret jurisdiction. Maybe only known to bar members and licensed attorneys. So let the record show that I am trying to understand jurisdiction and nature of cause against me, and the court has denied me that information.
I'm not denying you the information. The information is public information, sir. The information is outlined in the Michigan court rules. You need to read the Michigan court rules, and you can find out jurisdiction. It'll tell you everything about jurisdiction. That's entirely public information. You can go online and type in the court rules. The whole book is ascertainable to you online.
Sir, the Sixth Amendment grants you to inform me of the nature and cause of any action brought against me. And right now, you are denying me that right.
Sir, don't speak over me. You want me to inform you of the nature and cause of the action. You're charged with driving, drive while license not valid or improper. The other charges, no insurance, misdemeanor. The allegation is that you were driving the same 2011 Jaguar in the city of Detroit without the proper registration on that vehicle.
All right, guys, here's where things immediately go sideways. Lockhart steps in and wastes no time abandoning normal courtroom procedure. Instead of answering simple questions, he launches into jurisdiction challenges and sovereign citizen talking points. The judge responds decisively, denying the motion to dismiss and pushing the case forward. This moment matters because it establishes the core conflict: a court trying to proceed versus a defendant refusing to recognize its authority at all.
Understand the
The
claim?
maximum, don't interrupt me, sir.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Those are the charges. Do you want a bench trial or a jury trial?
Your Honor, I am trying to understand the jurisdiction of this court.
And I told
As I said, you told me it was a criminal jurisdiction.
If you read the Michigan court rules, the Michigan court rules will tell you and give you jurisdiction. So they have a copy of the Michigan court rules online or at the public library. I'm sure it is easily ascertainable, and we're not going to keep going down this road, young man. Do you want a bench trial?
So I cannot. I'm asking you a very specific question, and it is this a criminal jurisdiction under common law, or is it a criminal jurisdiction under military tribunal?
Listen, it's let's move on to the next person.
Sir, please answer that. It can only be one or the other.
You'll leave me no choice but to hold you in contempt. I'm asking you a specific question. You're just.
I do not wish to be held in contempt. I am trying to exercise my Sixth Amendment right. I can show you Constitution is exercise of a constitutional right cannot be converted into a crime, sir.
All right, guys. This is where patience starts wearing thin. The judge clearly explains the charges: no license, no insurance, no registration, laying everything out in plain terms. But Lockhart doesn't engage with the facts. He talks over the court, insists on hidden jurisdictions, and reframes clarity as violation. What you're watching here is a textbook breakdown in communication, where one side is answering questions and the other refuses to accept answers at all.
The way you speak to the court is via motion, okay? If you have a motion that I've already denied one of your motions, if you have another motion, present it.
Under what basis? Under what grounds have you denied my motions?
It's not my job to explain to you all of the court rules, sir.
So there's only two jurisdictions which this court can operate under.
Just like any other, you're going to be treated just like any other lawyer that comes in this courtroom. So you have to know the rules.
Yeah, so I'm not trying to seek legal advice or ask you what the rules are. I'm asking you a very specific question. There can only be two jurisdictions under criminal law. And is it under common law or is it admiralty law?
All right, guys. Now the confrontation sharpens. Lockhart doubles down with admiralty and military tribunal theories, pushing the argument into absurd territory. The judge shuts it down directly, explaining that admiralty law simply doesn't apply. Contempt warnings enter the conversation for the first time, and that's crucial. This clip marks the shift from debate to discipline. The courtroom is no longer correcting misunderstandings. It's warning about consequences.
Record for Mr. Jamil Lockhart.
Yes.
All right. This is the last time I'm going to say this. I'm not going to continue to go back and forth with you regarding court rules and all of those positions that you have. If you put it in a motion, we'll set a motion hearing date.
If you are setting a motion hearing date, you are doing so without my understanding of the nature and cause of the action against me.
Listen,
I cannot move forward until I have these questions answered. These are basic questions that you are obligated under the Sixth Amendment.
I'm not obligated to answer any of that stuff. I gave you the answer to that stuff by looking in the court rules. You're obligated to know the rules.
Sir, what you mentioned is statutory law. And if we are proceeding under some kind of statutory law, I motion that we dismiss for lack of a sworn complaint or anything signed by injured party. And in fact, where is the injured party? Is the officer present, and who is the injured party in this case?
The officer is not required to be present today. It is a pretrial date. I'll hold that dismissal motion in abeyance until the date of trial. At the date of trial, if there's no signed complaint on the date of trial, then we will dismiss by no signed complaint. So I'll give the city an opportunity to come up with a signed complaint.
I'm sorry, is the city the injured party here?
Yeah, you're here.
Okay, well, sir, I move that we either dismiss this case or move this case to federal court. If the city is the plaintiff or injured party, they cannot also be the judge and prosecutor.
File a motion on that, sir. If you're saying that I do have a signed complaint.
Well, that brings me back to my original question. Is this a statutory proceeding? Because if there is, there would have to be an international contract or agreement. And I would implore the prosecution to put that agreement on the record and explain how I am party to it.
Young man, you got to go do your homework, okay? And it appears that you're taking this position and you're adamant about this position, and you're free to do that. Now, whether you're going to win at this position, that's going to be up to what you say in your brief and how it relates to the law, and we'll make a decision on that stuff, okay? But at this point, you need to educate yourself, because you seem like a very articulate, educated young man. You need to educate yourself on court rules and procedure. Until you get it correct, we can't talk, because we have to be speaking the same language, okay?
I mean, that's the main thing I'm trying to understand here, sir. Is this a common law criminal procedure
I'm giving you some direction on.
Well, sir, I don't know which rules. If you could tell me where I could find the rules for.
I told you, go to Michigan court rules. They got Michigan court rules.
They have rules for criminal procedure under statutory law.
Yes, very much so.
Could you please direct me to that?
All right, guys. The second appearance doesn't reset anything. It escalates it. Lockhart returns more entrenched, demanding dismissals, sworn complaints, and injured parties. The judge explains procedure again, calmly outlining how motions actually work. Instead of adapting, Lockhart keeps arguing orally. This segment is important because it shows the judge giving repeated opportunities to follow process, while the defendant actively chooses confrontation over compliance.
I've already directed you to it. Michigan court rules. There's a book that's over 1,000 pages, and it'll answer, well, close to 1,000 pages. It has those questions outlined in there. You're expected to know
Are
that.
those Michigan court rules, is that statutory law?
I'm not going to keep going back and forth with you, sir. Whatever motions that you have, that's how you speak to the court, through motions. And whatever motions that you have, I will review it. I read all the motions that come across. I check all the law myself. And if you have some law, I would suggest that law that you're saying that we don't.
Your Honor, there is no international contract. I mean, we've asked the prosecutor to produce an international contract that would bind me to this statutory proceeding. And I'm not aware of any contract. In the absence of such contract, I motion that we dismiss this case.
All right, guys, this is a turning point. The judge explains how authority works: public roads, public laws, public obligations. Lockhart responds by accusing the court of bias and demanding proof of power itself. The conversation shifts from legal questions to challenges of legitimacy. When warrants are mentioned, the stakes become unmistakably real. This is where theory collides with reality, and the courtroom atmosphere tightens dramatically.
For the record, I would just
in order to, you can move to the circuit court, and you can appeal my decision as it relates to that. But we're not going to keep on going back and forth.
I think we should move this case to federal court. As I stated, if the city is the injured party.
File a motion so I can, on your removal motion, file a motion.
I do not wish to continue or delay this any further. There's been no evidence presented to substantiate any kind of jurisdiction in this case. This is our second time. I've asked for this the first time, and there's been no evidence of any jurisdiction. And I don't understand why, you're insisting on, moving to another court date, and we have not addressed this very basic and fundamental issue of jurisdiction. If it cannot be proven and proven on the record, then this case must be dismissed. Well, I mean, I don't understand why we are delaying this any further.
We don't have to delay it any further. I can put a warrant out for your arrest, and you don't have to show up. I mean, you'll have to deal with that then. But at some point, you're going to have to deal.
Under what grounds, under what basis are you putting a warrant?
All right, guys, this is the explosion everyone saw coming. Lockhart repeatedly interrupts despite clear warnings, forcing the judge's hand. Contempt is declared, jail time is discussed, and a lawyer is offered as a lifeline. Instead of grabbing it, Lockhart keeps talking. This segment is the emotional peak of the video, the exact moment where stubbornness turns into consequences and the courtroom loses all remaining flexibility.
And
I didn't say I was going to put a warrant. I said, if you're telling the court that you're not going to come back to any court dates, then that's up to you. All I can do.
What I'm saying, sir, is I don't wish to delay this any further. There has been no proof of jurisdiction. There is no live injured party. I mean, there's a claim that the city of Detroit is an injured party, but I'm not aware of any international agreements or contracts that I've entered into with the city of Detroit. And the prosecutor can't provide that. And it seems like there's a bias going on here because flat on its face, the prosecutor hasn't even spoken on this issue. And you just insist that we move to another court date. And I don't understand. I mean, your oath of office is to uphold the Constitution. And what I'm asking is
what you're saying in essence is that I don't have any authority.
I'm asking you to prove your authority.
All right, guys, here comes the attempted reset. Lockhart switches tone, offering a man-to-man apology and claiming confusion rather than defiance. For a brief moment, it sounds like damage control might work, but he can't stop himself from circling back to the same arguments. The judge explains, step by step, why contempt was unavoidable. This clip shows how an apology collapses when it isn't paired with changed behavior.
I'm asking you to prove your authority. I'm trying to understand where your authority is coming from. And you're failing to do so.
Read the Michigan court rules, read your statutes, read the Constitution over again, and you'll find that.
As I said before, I'm not asking you for legal advice or where
and the Michigan Constitution.
You have, if you have a legitimate jurisdiction, I'm asking you, is it a criminal jurisdiction under statutory law, or is it under the common law?
All right, we're gonna give them a trial.
And you will not answer that question. Your Honor, we cannot proceed until I understand the nature and cause of the action against me.
I'm gonna say this one last time to you, sir. Go, and if you want to speak to the court, if you have any objection to the court and these dates, and if you don't feel that these dates are lawful, and if you whatever your claim is that you're stating, you speak to the court through motions. I want that, and those motions that you're entertaining on the record right now, I've dismissed some of them already. I want you to file those motions with the court.
Under no basis or ground.
So that the court can read your motion and make a ruling and give the city attorney an opportunity to respond. If you do it the proper way, you might learn something. But I don't think that the way that you're going, that you're even if they show you documentation like it is in black and white, you're not going to believe that anyway. That's the perception that I'm getting from you. So I'm going to set these dates. It's going to be up to you whether you want to come to these court hearings or not. And if you don't come to the court hearings, the only recourse I have is to issue a warrant for failure to appear. Okay, so
sir, I still have this same question that you keep failing to answer, And
I'm
without
not gonna
that question
answer
being
anymore,
being
and do
understood,
not, and do
cannot move
not,
forward.
and that's it. I'm done talking about it, okay? That's it. So I'm gonna set a
Let the
motion
record
date.
show that the judge has
Listen,
refused
sir,
to
don't interrupt me
establish
again, okay?
jurisdiction.
Don't interrupt me again. Let's set a motion date for,
I do not consent.
please do not say anything else, sir.
All right, guys, this is the final word. The judge delivers a clear, firm order. 30 days in Wayne County Jail. Report by 5 p.m. No ambiguity, no debate left. Lockhart refuses consent one last time, sealing the outcome. The narrator closes it out, confirming the consequences and reflecting on the lesson. If you found this breakdown useful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.